The TVWan News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. I'm Carol Kidu Jr.
And I'm Rex Litter. Thanks for joining us for TVWan News.
In this edition, police announce a joint security operation, work continues on highway restoration, and PNG soccer girls keeping fingers crossed. Medang welcomed the opening of the legal year on Friday, 9th February. Themed Enhancing Delivery of Justice Through Technological Innovation, the legal year in the province was officially opened by Justice Dr. Virgil Narakobi.
The legal year for Medang Province was officiated by Resident Judge Justice Dr. Virgil Narakobi. It began with a parade that started at the town police station and ended at the Memorial Lutheran Church for an ecumenical service. Justice Narakobi, in his remarks, firstly commended the police and joint forces for maintaining law and order in the province during the events of Wednesday, January 10. He said it gave the public, business houses and investors confidence to maintain normal operations. He encouraged the disciplined forces to continue to uphold the rule of law without fear of favor, which remains difficult due to Papua New Guinea's close-knit society where everyone relates to each other or knows each other as friend or family. Without having to tarnish relative ties, he encouraged members of the law and justice sector to remain firm towards their duties to ensure a peaceful, just and safe society.
This is a message to all of us. The law is there to help us all, to tell us who is right and who is wrong, and who needs to be compensated for an injustice, if indeed an injustice has been committed.
Justice Narakobi also elaborated on the theme of the event, saying the law and order sector is using technology to enhance the delivery of justice.
I chose this theme for one main reason: the need to have accurate and reliable statistics to help decision makers. The need to have accurate and reliable statistics to help decision makers.
The current pilot project in Medang being implemented is the Integrated Criminal Case Management System database, which tracks a case from the point of arrest to the actual disposition of the case. This ensures every case has a record from the police station complaint to the court's records from hearings, and finally goes to the correctional institution if a person is being sentenced.
Making decisions without accurate and reliable information is an exercise in guesswork. It's an exercise in guesswork with unpredictable results and more often than not, wasted valuable resources.
If one thing, PNG lacks many basic and updated statistics ranging from health, education, census and demographics, which can contribute to meaningful and tangible development and delivery of services to the people. Justice Narakobi said accurate data given to decision makers would solve many development and social aspects in the country. However, he cautioned that while technology can be an indispensable tool, it must never take over our ability to think and analyze facts and make decisions based on shared values of moral principles.
In order for the ICCSD to work, people in the system must have access to technology and know how to use the system. Its advantages are many, including a collective approach to the delivery of justice. It enables a ready access to information that can assist users make appropriate decisions when deciding how to spend limited resources. The point about technology is that it is a tool and not an end in itself. Technology will help us achieve our goals.
Meantime, Fridolin Kambibel, the senior provincial magistrate, insisted on having a court's user forum to highlight many discrepancies within the sector. Salome Vincent, TVWan News.
Dr. Billy Joseph was recently sworn in as the new Minister for Defence Force, taking over the reins from his predecessor, Windaki. The handover takeover ceremony took place at the PNG Defence Headquarters in Port Moresby. Minister Joseph was welcomed with an official gun salute performed by military personnel. The handover takeover ceremony had relative department head representatives in attendance, including the National Volunteer Service, National Disaster Office, National Defence Council and the PNG Fire Service. The new minister thanked the current government of the day for their trust in him to take up the responsibility.
Manage things, and I believe that we will carry on from where he has left. And for that, I will need the support of all of you here this afternoon. The Defence Force is a very big organization. Now we have the National Fire Service, the National Volunteer Service, and of course the National Disaster Center. And all this is put under, especially and then a bigger organization, which is a National Defence Force, PNG Defence Force.
Teachers who have been affected with unreasonable pay cuts have the right to know how and why their pay is being deducted. PNG National Teachers Association President Aita Sanankepe is appealing to teachers who have been affected by the pay cut to provide all necessary documents to the PNGTA for processing so that it can identify any inappropriate deductions and ensure it is refunded.
Give your pay slips to them. If you don't have pay slips, your file number, your school code, your provincial code, your possession number, and you also email to me. I've already assigned a PNG staff who is now working closely with salary section. So they will take your queries to them for what reasons those deductions took place. So we have yet to find. So please, teachers who are listening this one, you don't make noise. You continue to teach. We PNG to serve you. Send all your queries to my office. And I have people already to work with salaries. So that they have to go and see. And the commissioners already, and I already, we have understanding that we will find out what causes for those illegal deductions. If there's some wrong deductions, we will make sure from your pay slips that we'll tell them to refund.
Parliament resumes Tuesday at 2 p.m. This round of sitting is critical as the 18-month grace period for the Marape-led government has expired and the door is open for a motion to be moved for a vote of no confidence against Prime Minister James Marape. However, there is a process involved before the vote of no confidence can even take place. It is a surety that it will not take place on the first day of the sitting.
Citizens are informed that the much talked about vote of no confidence will not take place this Tuesday, 13 February, as widely speculated. A VONC only takes place when a motion is filed before the Private Business Committee, or PBC, who must sit and vet the motion to ensure all criteria is met. According to the VONC process, if the opposition files the VONC on Tuesday, then the PBC meets on Wednesday and deliberates on the motion. The functions of the committee are to meet each Wednesday during meetings of the Parliament to examine all notices of motion submitted to the committee under Standing Order 130. The PBC is comprised mostly of governors and is chaired by the Ella Governor Philip Undialu, Southern Islands Governor William Powie as the deputy, Charlie Benjamin, Arlen Bad and Tobo Yoto as members. If the motion is filed this Tuesday, the committee will check to see if the name of the alternate Prime Minister is listed, if the motion is seconded, and if the motion has signatures of at least 12 to 15 MPs or more. Once the PBC is satisfied that the required procedures have been followed, the motion is then listed in the notice paper. The next day, the Speaker announces to Parliament that a vote of no confidence has been moved against the Prime Minister. Parliament is then adjourned for a week and then proceeds with the vote of no confidence after that week. With this being the VONC process, police will be out in full force to ensure opportunists do not use this period to cause disharmony in the city. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
Security forces in a joint press conference earlier today announced they will be carrying out a joint 14-day security operation in response to the ending of the 18-month grace period for the Marpe-led government and the much-talked-about vote of no confidence. 300 police personnel and 200 members of the military have been mobilized for this two-week security operation to ensure that no one takes advantage of the political situation and changes taking place. While police will mainly be stationed at the Parliament House and its immediate precinct, the military will man other areas in the city. The public is being encouraged to go about normal businesses on Tuesday.
Control traffic there, and as much as possible we'd like to control the movement of people coming into that area. So basically in this meeting I'd like to ask and call upon the public that this particular vote of no confidence has got nothing to do with all of us. The vote of no confidence is something belong all politicians. The vote of no confidence will be held in the Parliament House. Tomorrow they will be congregating at the Parliament. Tomorrow is the official opening of the Parliament for the year 2024. So the vote of no confidence, they will announce it tomorrow, but it may not come tomorrow. It will not come tomorrow. They have their own process by which the vote of no confidence will come about. So tomorrow they will go to it and solidify the numbers from both sides, and then they will then take it on from there. So maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, the vote will come about. But long mipla, as far as we wanted to do, on them all soldier, mipla sanap long me like talk sabil all public or sem. When something come up lo parliament, and something belong all politician. We know like him by me play come or you play come, and by immigrating one play heavy inside Lord Isla. So all good play people belong NCT in the central province, you play must stop outside Lord Isla na larem. Larem all members belong me play. All you go talk lo one him something, only like sending some government him something belong all.
You're watching TV1 News. When we come back, Huon Gulf supports St. John Ambulance and Medang Bilum weavers learn how to make products popular and desirable.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Open X.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager, Buniam Yumi.
Right across the nation, we eat snack crackers. Emi trubla, all get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Superstition ain't the way.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Family is a mess.
We're counting on you to fix it.
Make sure you're not late for dinner.
Buckle up.
We're sending gifts to the Philippines.
I'm sending this brand new hairdryer. If it makes your hair look like that, I wouldn't send it.
We should put them both in the box and ship it.
Easter Sunday.
Come on out and join the party, baby. Ricochet taking out Logan Paul. Samoa drop by Nia Jax.
Welcome back. Huon Gulf District in Morbe Province has supported St. John Ambulance with 50,000 kina. The presentation was made on Sunday at the Huon Gulf District headquarters in Ley by local MP and Minister for Community Development, Jason Peter. St. John Ambulance is based in Ley under a partnership with the Ley City Authority and Morbe Provincial Health Authority. Since the signing of the three-way agreement in 2020, the Ley City Authority has been supporting the ambulance operations with 500,000 kina every year. The ambulance service, however, has no borders. Emergency responders also serve the neighboring districts of Huon Gulf and Nawai. For the first time ever, the Huon Gulf District has jumped on board to support St. John Ambulance with 50,000 kina. Local MP and Minister for Community Development, Youth and Religion, Jason Peter, made the presentation on Sunday the 11th of February and clarified that the commitment is from last year's budget.
Thank you. Some people pay me, but we want to say thank you. Service you have provided, and how can we appreciate it? We want to appreciate you with a 50,000 support from the DDA of Huon Gulf. So we'll make sure, and at least every DDA will put some support in partnership with you, what you have done so far in Huon Gulf District.
SJA Mamase Commander Anderson Palm thanked Huon Gulf District for supporting the non-profit organization.
Money am give me long and I'm talk finish work flow St. John me making long and I think triple year go finish now I'm number 4 year now. I come stop now. Number 2 now I'm comes up first time blend to do. Seems like work now I'm stop so people work me make it finish but when I'm help him now I'm give him now I'm long. Help him me less work me make him stop long and.
Apart from SJA, 10,000 kina was presented to NBC on outboard motor for community development work in Huon Gulf and a dirt bike for the district works manager to check up on the progress of projects within the wards of Huon Gulf. Founded in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, Alleviate Inc. is a charitable organization dedicated to supporting vulnerable populations in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. Initially funded by a generous family, it focuses on aiding marginalized groups, including the homeless, disabled, widows, orphans, and former convicts. Alleviate Inc. operates Bible studies, financial literacy programs, and workshops like Art of Preaching to empower individuals. It distributes meals, hygiene products, and warm clothing, and plans to establish adult literacy programs, health initiatives, and an orphanage. The organization also runs a community food bank and volunteer service Sundays, fostering community connections. Alleviate Inc. aims to establish community centers offering education and healthcare services, providing hope amidst adversity. Recently, 37 homeless individuals graduated from the financial literacy program under the Youth Force Project, which aims to rehabilitate disadvantaged youth, offering them employment or entrepreneurship opportunities.
So last Thursday, I graduated 37 youths under the Youth Force project. So under the it's a new project under Elevate, so it's another vision for achieve this. So most of these youths are living in the streets and former criminals. So basically they roam around the streets, so we collect them and like trainings like such this to upskill them, make a difference in their lives, change their mentality and all that. So this is the first stage, and those were the pioneer students that came through the Youth Force Financial Literacy Program. After the graduation, we graduated 37 of them. So we made the IDs, gave them certificates. So the next stage and the third stage will be, we probably look for employment opportunities for them.
Meantime, as a program under Alleviate Inc., this year the charitable organization opened the Faith Preschool on 6 February 2024, located in Geru Stage 1 in Port Moresby, a school that provides free early childhood education for orphans and victims of sorcery, sexual and physical abuse. The school's vision is about giving equal learning opportunity to everyone, whether they are disadvantaged or advantaged children. School fees for those that can afford it is 400 kina for the year or 100 kina termly.
Started the Faith Preschool, which is located at Geru Stage 1. So it's a newly established preschool. And the target audiences or target children that we target is those children that are victims of gender-based violence and then orphans. We don't charge any fee. They come in and then we have qualified teachers that teach the children from the ages of from 5 to 7 on how to read and write. Without any funding, the management started the school just to give equal opportunity to those children that are disabled.
Women in the SME Bilum weaving space were treated to an important learning opportunity about how they can make their products more appealing and marketable to the international community. Dr. Shakria Bowman, an expert in labor mobility programs, organized the workshop. A large number of women turned up on Saturday, 11th February. Dr. Bowman had to schedule another day to hold a workshop for those women who had to be turned away because the venue at the Medang Club was full to capacity.
Our workshop was organized for SME Bilum weavers at the Medang Club. Dr. Shakria Bowman facilitated the workshop for women, focusing on how to make a Bilum more marketable and increase its demand internationally. Dr. Bowman said that over the years, the Bilum industry has remarkably transformed. Bilums have been seen on magazine covers, on the runway, and even on the red carpet in Hollywood. She encouraged women to use social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to market their products and as reference for new fashion and colors to suit every season. For business purposes, she urged the women to work in community groups or form associations which can have rights to use specific patterns that are unique to their communities. In addition, an association can protect their designs and name internationally by registering them as a geographic indicator. Dr. Bowman has indicated to assist women who are interested at no cost to register their associations. She said Papua New Guinean Bilums can become a high-yielding opportunity and gain more popularity. The sessions over the weekend were a hit. Women flocked in numbers, filling up the restaurant area of the Medang Club. Some had to be turned away. Dr. Bowman organized for another session the next day so that women who missed out on Saturday could attend the workshop on Sunday. Dr. Bowman assured the women that many more trainings and sessions on life skills, business management, and others will be held regularly this year. Salome Vincent, TVWan News.
Work to restore the washed-away section of the Highlands Highway at Nebilia in Western Highlands Province commenced today. Contractors and provincial works authorities are working to create a bypass. Works Secretary David Were confirmed today that the damage is massive and they are working to restore access at the earliest.
Highlands, Southern Islands provinces have been cut off since Thursday, 8 February, following a landslip along the Nebilia section of the Highlands Highway. Currently, commuters are being dropped off by vehicles on one side of the road, and they have to walk to the other side to change vehicles and continue their journeys. Locals have capitalized on this to charge the traveling public fees to carry their cargoes. Works Secretary David Were confirmed that 5 days after the landslip, work started today to restore the road. He said the contractor and provincial works authorities moved in this morning and are now working to remove the damaged culvert and create a bypass upstream. Only light vehicles will be allowed to use the temporary bypass while a permanent solution is worked on. Secretary Were said for now, fuel tankers and highway trucks transporting supplies to Hela and Southern Islands are utilizing the Mendi Tambul back road. A local leader, Paul Combe of Malda, where the damage has occurred, appealed to the department to prioritize the highway and restore it as soon as possible.
I think all member of Southern Islands, Helena, Wabek, Hagen, Toyblood, West Islands, if you look like this line on the line long Islands region and Bigler Road. So, missing out also, Maggie Mass Blong on Line Highlands, also, all mass straight in slack, road hurry up.
He said the highway is still open for those wishing to travel. However, we'll have to change vehicles at the damaged section.
Sablon, if you move on some Southern Islands, like I'm going to long tablo nambis like I'm also no got one levy come this lab now. You will feel free to travel go come about. I'm also police in start as all. Me will line the place will mend him also mem. All man travel go come peaceful so you will not afraid.
With damages being done to the environment and cash crops, Combs said they expect some form of compensation for the damage.
At least we know by talk about reasonable amount also we some payment legally. And this like reasonable amount. Because all working now because road all working finish side all coffee and all something stuff that's all. In a long Narbonne Islands region also working it's like and demand up enough stuff.
Secretary Were confirmed that compensation payments will be paid after assessments have been done and the extent of damage established. Meantime, he said the damage is massive and they're working to ensure traffic starts moving tomorrow morning. Ruth Rongola, TVWan News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2677 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2592 US, $0.3949 Australian dollars, $0.2328 euro, and 38.35 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee, cocoa, copra, and crude oil closed the day higher, the rest closed the lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TVWan News continues after the break with regional news.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic Kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Haren Tok Young or roll a scale rice family meal with toast to bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Senisi Gola scale rice, low scale price. Senisi Gola scale rice, low scale price. But you like him?
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
After a series of tragedies, Buffalo Airways is gearing up for a comeback.
Got your seatbelt on?
Get ready for aviation drama.
My head's gonna explode now.
You proved to me that your accusations are right.
Icy challenges. And thrilling rides.
Not right, we're going around.
Props are gonna be flying everywhere. This is not good.
Don't miss the excitement in the skies.
Here we go. Everybody's ready?
Ice Pilots NWT. An all-new season. Coming soon on Outdoor. This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good jade.
The stakes are high. And every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever, streaming now on Outdoor.
Welcome back. The Foreign Minister has used a keynote speech in Perth to warn about the risk of conflict in the Indian Ocean while pressing China to be more open about its military buildup. Penny Wong delivered the warning at a major gathering of foreign ministers and top officials from Indian Ocean states from South Asia through to the Middle East and Eastern Africa.
A gathering of friends at a perilous moment.
The same unprecedented threats that are facing the Pacific Ocean side of the region are also faced on the Indian Ocean side.
New Delhi and Beijing are facing off in the Indian Ocean, with more Chinese warships, surveillance ships and submarines pushing into waters uncomfortably close to India.
Countries of the Indo-Pacific face China's rapid military build-up without the transparency and reassurance that the region looks for from all great powers.
Australia is preparing on its own Indian Ocean territory of Cocos Keeling Islands, lengthening a key runway so high-tech surveillance planes can land there.
We always seek presence in order to reinforce stability.
India and Australia also share very similar anxieties about Chinese diplomacy in some Indian Ocean states.
There is a need to address disinformation, interference, opaque lending practices and coercive trade measures.
Unsustainable debt, opaque lending practices, unviable projects and injudicious choices. Similarly, there are the complexities of dual-purpose agendas.
But some of the countries caught in the tussle between China and India would prefer all the major powers to take a step back. Sri Lanka's president warning that the jostling is making life harder and more unpredictable.
The space of maneuverability for littoral states is shrinking fast.
The list of potential hotspots and conflict zones around the globe just seems to keep on growing. And Australia's anxious that the Indian Ocean could join that list in the future. One of the best ways to hedge against that is to form tighter informal bonds with larger numbers of smaller countries in the hope that they can convince the larger powers to keep the peace.
Last year, tropical cyclone Jasper left the crops of many fruit and vegetable farmers in far north Queensland decimated. Now they're trying to rebuild, but it's a mammoth effort, as Landline's Helena Beskowski has found out.
The McLaughlin family was hit very hard. The result of the cyclone has seen production cut by over 60%. Staff have also suffered. The farm can employ up to 130 people, made up of travellers and locals. The transit staff have been let go, and they have scaled back from 5 full-time picking teams down to 2.
Wow. Wow, Mark, this really does show the power of the water, right?
Yeah, that's right. So this is one of many jobs on the repair list for 2024. We were more worried about the main picking areas of the farm, and it took us 3 or 4 days to actually stumble across what had happened just here on the edge of our headland, or what used to be a headland.
And so what did happen? I mean, this is quite remarkable, and I assume this wasn't here before.
No, it wasn't. So I think when Jasper was hovering stationary for that 3-4 day period, the first 3 days was nice gentle soaking rain, and then the 250 mils plus we got on the Sunday, none of our catchments or systems could keep up with that sort of volume, and that's what happened here. So we've got a dam just above here, and the overflow pipe and spillway just couldn't keep up, so water being water has found a new course and taken quite a lot of earth with it.
And it's kind of lucky that this happened here, because just behind us here, you've got a whole block of papaya.
Yes, so that's one thing we need, and with papaya we need access every single week into every block that is currently being picked. One of the biggest challenges for the wet season, as land becomes repetitively soaked, then you start having bog tractors, bog trailers, herbicide tractors, foliar spraying. It's just unfortunate that we need so much access during such a wet time of the year.
Can you recover from this? I mean, it's been a huge amount of losses.
Yeah, it is. It's going to take a huge dent in the war chest to rebuild and to restructure back to the numbers that we were doing post-cyclone, but this is far north Queensland, and we've been through other events, cyclonic, disease, pest before, so this is what we know and this is what we'll do.
Teenage dads can face the challenges of stigma and isolation while also managing their own physical and psychological changes, and all the while they're caring for a child. The number of young dads has risen, and while there's still only a small percentage of the population, there are calls for more support for young parents to break the cycle of intergenerational disadvantage.
Anton Gower had just turned 19 when his partner Taylor fell pregnant with their son Eli.
It was a real big surprise for both of us, but a happy surprise.
For that, good job. Whoa, big step.
But he felt the stigma of being a young dad.
Yeah, high five.
You can just tell what they're thinking, like, oh, are you sure that's a good idea? Or, it doesn't seem like he's making the right choice.
Can I have that one?
Anton has no regrets. But along with the joys of parenting, there have been challenges, like finding somewhere to live and paying for essentials.
Sometimes we can't afford to pay power for the 3 months, so we have to set up payment plans, and that means we have to pay $100 a fortnight, which means less groceries.
The number of teenage parents has remained steady in recent years. Young parents are more likely to live in regional areas than cities, and there's been a rise in the number of young fathers.
While numbers are low, experts say support for young parents is crucial to break the cycle of generational disadvantage.
If we don't support young parents to be really good at what they do and be able to really support their child because they've got the education and they've got the services, then that young child is going to be disadvantaged.
The Brave Foundation has started a program to mentor young dads.
They have faced stigma and isolation and judgment, and so it's been really important for them to have access to a supporting person, a trusted guide who can walk alongside them and encourage them in their parenting journey.
Ready?
The organisation has helped Anton enrol in a teacher's aid course, a path he's hoping will help him realise his dreams.
Just make sure AI grows up having a good life. That's my goal.
Some of Hollywood's biggest stars have descended on the Gold Coast to celebrate the nation's Cinema and Television Awards. A horror film by 2 YouTubers took out 8 Actors Awards, while homegrown talent Margot Robbie received the Trailblazer Award for her body of work.
Glitz and glamour galore on the Gold Coast. Celebrated stars and up-and-comers alike honoured at the Actors.
Our amazing cast, our amazing crew were able to do it our way, the Aussie way, and it was the best decision we ever made. So everyone, let's keep working together, helping each other.
Horror flick Talk to Me took home 8 awards, including Best Film and Best Screenplay. Emotions were high for one of its stars, who won Best Lead Actress.
I don't think that I can do what I do without the kind of hard work and passion and artistry of every single person who works on a project.
First-time actor Aswan Reid won Best Lead Actor for The New Boy at just 11 years old. On the small screen, the ABC's The Newsreader took out Best Drama Series. Id Star won Best Lead Actress in a Drama.
This is really special because I actually graduated high school in this auditorium.
Book adaptation The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart walked away with 4 gongs.
This is the series' 12th nomination.
But all night there was just one name on everyone's lips. Even Kate Blanchett's Barbie-worthy outfit couldn't upstage the woman of the moment.
To one of my and everyone's favourite performers and people, Margot Robbie.
The Hollywood star won the prestigious Actor Trailblazer Award, as well as the International Award for Best Lead Actress in Film for her role as Barbie.
To be here on the Gold Coast receiving this tonight, knowing that all my wildest dreams really did come true, is unbelievably special to me, and I cannot thank you enough, actors, for giving me this moment.
A Gold Coast girl at heart with a passion for local film and television.
But the biggest reward for me is having the privilege to blaze a trail for others to traverse.
Lunar New Year festivities are in full swing this weekend. Thousands have gathered at events across Brisbane to ring in the Year of the Dragon.
Rolling, pinching and precision folding. In Benny Lamb's busy kitchen in Brisbane South, he's preparing a colourful feast to welcome in the new year.
Chinese New Year on the Year of Dragon, always really excited for Chinese family because it's sort of a really good reason to bring the whole family back together.
This year's festivities in Brisbane also feature immersive artworks which shine a light on stories from Asian and migrant communities.
Hearing all their different stories and sort of seeing all the similarities when you kind of think all these experiences will be quite different, but they're actually quite similar, and then it just makes you feel a lot more connected to the greater community.
The handmade kites connecting more than just the cultural ties between Brisbane and Asia.
Part of my thinking is the project would hopefully open up so that people can understand other perspectives of life.
These cheeky dragons getting up close and personal.
We usually come and watch the dragon dance, the lion dance, and we get together as family and have a really nice dinner.
This year is the Year of the Dragon, which brings power, leadership and luck in Chinese culture. But unlike Western New Year's celebrations, the party doesn't just last one day. The festivities are expected to continue well into next week.
新年快乐!
Back home, Wawaria in Marlborough Province is the first district in Papua New Guinea to benefit from the Royal PNG Constabulary's Kina for Kina program. The new district purchased 2 new police vehicles, but under the Kina for Kina program, the constabulary equalized with 2 more.
Of the 27 new police vehicles for the Northern Command, 4 of them are for the new Wawaria district in Morobe Province. Wawaria is the first district in the country to utilize the Royal PNG Constabulary's Kina for Kina program. In 2020, The two provinces who utilized the scheme were Madang and Northern. The scheme was then announced in December 2023 by the Internal Security Minister, Peter Tsiamalili Jr., who told MPs in Parliament that to build police capacity in the provinces, the constabulary would meet kina for kina in procuring vehicles and constructing accommodation.
And that is a partnership program. So they told us that if you kina for kina, if you want to build a house, you come up with you build one, and the police department will build another house. So if you want to buy a police vehicle, you buy one vehicle, and police department will buy another vehicle. So that is a good initiative. I was thinking to buy 4 vehicles, but I don't have the money. But I buy 2, and now I have another 2. So it's all 4 vehicles. So that's a good initiative. And I think other districts are late in catching up because we are a new district. We are looking for opportunities to bring development. So when I heard about this opportunity, I quickly reached out to them and I made funding available so that Wawaria can have all these vehicles. We need firearms. We need more accommodation. So that opportunity for partnership is there for us to partner with the police department and the police minister to get infrastructure for our district.
Wawaria spent around 400,000 kina to get their 2 new vehicles, with Narawe expressing surprise that other long-term MPs had not capitalized on the opportunity for their districts.
I'm surprised that the ACP has mentioned that I'm the first district, but that information has been there out among the members of parliament for some time, and it's only then to reach out to police department. Yeah, so my advice is reach out to police department and the police minister.
Kamala Guare, TVWan News, They.
And that ends the news segment. Over to you, Rex.
Thanks, Carol. Join me after these short messages for sports.
Beauty is my business, but beauty sure is a tough game. Filters are great, but great skin, better. And that's why my skin deserves the best. So I choose self-care, soaps that gently nourish my skin, resulting in a radiant look, made with tropical ingredients. I trust self-care from City Pharmacy, so bring it on! My skin is ready and so am I.
It's on again! It's back to school with Colgate and Protex. 100,000 kina worth of prizes to be won with laptops, tablets and 250 kina shopping vouchers. Simply purchase 2 or more Colgate and Protex branded products, write your name and contact details on the back of the receipt, drop it in the entry bin in participating stores for a chance to win. Promotion begins 1st February and ends 31st March 2024. Hurry! Go to your nearest participating store now and purchase Colgate and Protex products to win. Terms and conditions apply.
Number One Super wants members super to last as long as possible in retirement. With Number One Super's retirement savings account, you get regular payments while the balance remains invested and continues to grow, helping your super savings last longer. It's like still getting paid even when you stopped working. Number One's retirement savings account. Contact us today to find out more.
Strong like you, smart like me. I hope they don't break. Now surely Luki's son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus shred. Should I try them on you? No, please. I'll take them. Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
You kick off.
Season opening doubleheader in America.
Yeah, we want to have a good season for them.
It's the law of the jungle out here. It's the only law that matters.
It'll be you versus him. And that is not a fight you are designed to win.
Dad, please be careful.
We're gonna make it home.
Don't move.
Beast.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. Streaming now on Outdoor.
Come in, number 3. Number 3, come in.
Help me! Get me out of here!
Inside premieres Saturday, February 24th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
And a draw in the first two matches of the Oceania Football Confederate 2024 Olympic qualifier, PNG women's national soccer team is hopeful two things will go in their favor in the final group matches on Tuesday, 13 February 2024. First, they want the Fijian team to edge out Solomon Islands, who have every chance to make the cut. Second, they are playing to put a strong win against the American Samoan side to give themselves a chance to make the cut. The Eric Cummings side pumped out 3 goals to 4 in the crucial match against Fiji on Saturday. The coach highlighted the poor backline defense cost them the game.
Fiji, Sophie Delawai, and the flag stays down. Sophie Delawai gets the opening goal for Fiji. Papua New Guinea stood watching, and the smile for Sophie Delawai.
With little worry on the results of the opening 2 matches at the event, Komang is anticipating a strong finish to the tournament when they take on the winless American Samoa in their final group match.
Once they know what's needed, they've played together before. And Karen Kalapai is still going. Kalapai, yes, she has got that.
Much like PNG, American Samoa is having a winless campaign, losing its first game to Fiji and the last one to the Solomon Islands. They are expected to play for pride in the final game against PNG. On the other spectrum, PNG will aim to put as much points on American Samoa to give themselves a chance to be the final 4. At the same time, they are also hoping that Fiji beat the Solomon Islands in a convincing fashion.
Again, Fiji with a chance, straight through.
Solomon Islands and Fiji look certain to feature in the final 4. PNG team's fate is hanging on the result of the game between Solomon Islands and Fiji. PNG national women's soccer team head coach said in the post-press conference on Sunday, his side is hoping Fiji beat the Solomon Islands so that it gives them the opportunity to vie for the remaining spot.
In the meantime,
PNG Kumul's 5'8" Kai Leibat has called into the Indigenous All-Stars Rugby League squad following the calf injury to Cody Walker. Former North Queensland Cowboys playmaker joins Nico Hines and Braden Trindle, who are likely to get first preference, having been the first choice halves at the Sharks. However, Leibat could play off the bench or be on the standby should there be any injury in the playmaking department. Fellow PNG international and Gold Coast Titans prop forward Jacob Alick, who was initially named in the squad, withdrew along with South Sydney Rabbitohs Isaiah Taz. The NRL All-Stars game is the games scheduled to take place at the Queensland Country Bank Stadium on the Friday, 16 February 2024. The game is played annually in celebration of 2 different cultures. The best Indigenous and Maori talent in the NRL come together in the ultimate celebration of culture and showcase of pride. New West Tigers recruit and Papua New Guinea Star centre Justin Olam has handed the NRL a major warning over their potential plans to expand into PNG. The NRL is currently in the process of preparing to add an 18th team to the competition, following the admission of the Dolphins for the 2023 campaign.
Sutton blows.
With the inclusion of the Redcliffe Dolphins in the 2023 NRL season, The teams had to go on bye per round, which prompted the NRL to add an 18th team quickly in an attempt to prevent bye. The solution is to bring the 18th NRL team into the competition. According to Zero Taco, New Zealand, Perth and Queensland are considered for the possible 18th team in the NRL. Amongst them is PNG, who has the Australia federal government's support and is believed to be a favourite. PNG international footballer Justin Olam shared his view on this. Olam said NRL should wait until the pathways and structures to support the team is put in place before they make the expansion. He justified that PNG's team should be dominated by PNG players and must be based in Port Moresby. He said if the team PNG becomes the 18th NRL team and based in Townsville, it is an Australian team that has the PNG label. He said he wants a PNG team based in PNG for PNG players. He added PNG needs to invest in the junior competition and build the pathways first because NRL is a big jump. The 18th NRL team is expected to be announced in the next 18 months with a possible inclusion in the competition in 2027. PNG is amongst the top bidders in the bidding process. Papua New Guinea have hosted matches in both the Rugby League World Cup and the Pacific Championship at the Port Moresby, Santos National Football Stadium in recent years. It would be the home ground for the team.
Pacific ball.
That's all we have in sports. Carol.
Thank you, Rex. And now the weather forecast for the main centres for the next 24 hours. Southern regions scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain over western and central province. Port Moresby cloudy with some showers or drizzles. Momase scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lae partly cloudy with few showers. New Guinea Islands scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain over West New Britain and the autonomous region of Bougainville. Highlands scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with some areas of patchy rain. Mendi, Tari and Wabe cloudy periods with showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Solomon Sea sees slight to moderate with west to southwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea sees slight to moderate becoming rough over southern sector with northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots, increasing to 25 to 33 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of Finchafen through Vitius Strait to Siassi and Long Islands, and waters of West New Britain to East New Britain to New Island. Seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 to 3 meters along warning areas. Waters of Bougainville, seas 1 to 2 meters. And that wraps up another edition of TVWan News. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWan News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.